Hello, young scientists. Welcome to our exciting journey into the world of biology. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating topic of antibiotics, a vital part of our Five Kingdom classification chapter. We'll explore these wonder drugs from the basics to advanced concepts, uncovering how they work and why they are so important. Get ready for an enlightening 4-level adventure. Ready for the first step? Let's start with the basics of antibiotics, what they are, and how they help us fight off those tiny invaders. So, what exactly are antibiotics? They are special medicines designed specifically to fight infections caused by bacteria. It's crucial to remember they are ineffective against viruses, like those that cause the common cold or flu. Interestingly, many antibiotics were first discovered from natural sources, such as certain types of fungi and even other bacteria. They act like tiny superheroes, either killing harmful bacteria directly or stopping them from growing and multiplying, giving your body's immune system a chance to recover. They are truly life-saving drugs. How do these tiny medicines know who to attack? It's quite clever. Some antibiotics work by targeting the outer wall of bacterial cells, causing them to burst and die. Imagine popping a balloon. Others interfere with the bacteria's ability to create essential proteins they need to survive and reproduce. The brilliant part is that antibiotics are designed with selective toxicity, meaning they are able to harm bacterial cells without damaging your own human cells. A famous example is penicillin, discovered by Alexander Fleming, which has treated countless bacterial infections like strep throat. Time to test your understanding of the easy level. Pause the video, think carefully, and try to answer these questions. 1. What is the primary function of antibiotics? 2. Why are antibiotics ineffective against viral infections? 3. Name the scientist credited with the discovery of penicillin. Take your time, and we'll move on to the next level shortly. Great job with the basics. Now, let's elevate our understanding and explore antibiotics at a medium difficulty level. We'll uncover their fascinating history and how they revolutionized medicine. The discovery of antibiotics is one of the greatest medical breakthroughs in history. It all began in 1928 with Sir Alexander Fleming, who accidentally discovered penicillin from a common mold called Penicillium notatum star. He noticed that this fungus inhibited the growth of bacteria in his petri dish. This serendipitous finding paved the way for the golden age of antibiotics, transforming the treatment of infectious diseases. Later, Ernst Chain and Howard Florey developed methods to purify and mass-produce penicillin, making it available to millions and significantly impacting outcomes during World War II. So, how do antibiotics achieve their specific targeting? They cleverly exploit the structural and biochemical differences between bacterial cells and human cells. For instance, many antibiotics target the bacterial cell wall, a structure that human cells completely lack. Other antibiotics interfere with the bacteria's protein-making machinery, known as ribosomes, which are structurally different in bacteria compared to human cells. This selective toxicity ensures that the drug primarily harms the invading bacteria while leaving the patient's cells unharmed. Antibiotics can be broadly categorized based on their action. Bactericidal antibiotics, like penicillins, directly kill bacteria, often by disrupting their cell walls. On the other hand, bacteriostatic antibiotics, such as tetracyclines, work by stopping bacteria from multiplying. This gives your body's immune system a crucial advantage to clear the remaining infection. However, a major concern today is antibiotic resistance. This occurs when bacteria evolve and become immune to the effects of antibiotics, often due to their misuse or overuse. This phenomenon is a serious global health threat, making common infections increasingly difficult to treat. Now, let's challenge ourselves with some medium-level questions. 1. Who discovered penicillin and from what organism? 2. Explain selective toxicity in the context of antibiotics. 3. Differentiate between bactericidal and bacteriostatic antibiotics with an example for each. 4. What is antibiotic resistance? 5. Why is finishing the full course of antibiotics important? Pause the video to formulate your answers, and then we'll advance to the next level. Excellent work so far. Ready to delve deeper? The hard level will explore the intricate mechanisms by which antibiotics work and the complex problem of resistance. Let's explore the diverse mechanisms through which antibiotics wage war on bacteria. Many, like penicillins and cephalosporins, inhibit cell wall synthesis by interfering with the formation of peptidoglycan, a unique bacterial component. Others, such as tetracyclines and macrolides, target bacterial ribosomes to inhibit protein synthesis, crucial for bacterial growth. Some antibiotics, like fluoroquinolones, disrupt nucleic acid synthesis by targeting bacterial DNA replication. Polymyxins attack the bacterial cell membrane, causing it to leak, while sulfonamides interfere with essential bacterial metabolic pathways, like folic acid synthesis. These varied approaches highlight the ingenuity behind antibiotic design. Antibiotics also differ in their spectrum of activity. Narrow-spectrum antibiotics, such as penicillin G, are effective against a limited range of bacterial types, often specific gram-positive bacteria. This specificity can be advantageous as it minimizes disruption to beneficial bacteria. In contrast, broad-spectrum antibiotics, like amoxicillin or tetracyclines, are effective against a wide array of bacteria, including both gram-positive and gram-negative types. While useful in cases where the specific pathogen isn't immediately known, broad-spectrum use can also kill helpful bacteria, potentially leading to secondary infections or accelerating the development of resistance. The rise of antibiotic resistance is a critical biological challenge. At its core, resistance has a genetic basis, often stemming from spontaneous mutations in bacterial DNA or the acquisition of resistance genes from other bacteria through processes like horizontal gene transfer. Bacteria employ various ingenious mechanisms to resist antibiotics. They might produce enzymes, like beta-lactamases, that chemically inactivate the drug. Alternatively, they can modify the antibiotic's target site, preventing it from binding effectively. Some bacteria develop efflux pumps to actively expel the antibiotic, while others reduce drug uptake. This evolutionary pressure, driven by antibiotic use, selects for and propagates resistant strains. Now, let's tackle the hard-level questions. 1. Describe two different mechanisms of action of antibiotics, providing an example for each. 2. Differentiate between narrow-spectrum and broad-spectrum antibiotics. 3. Explain the genetic basis of antibiotic resistance. 4. List 3 specific mechanisms bacteria use to resist antibiotics. 5. How does the misuse of antibiotics contribute to resistance? 6. Why is the bacterial cell wall a good target for antibiotics? 7. What is the role of efflux pumps in antibiotic resistance? Pause and think critically before moving on. You've mastered the previous levels. Now, prepare for the ultimate challenge. The hardest level will dive into the molecular intricacies of antibiotics, the advanced mechanisms of resistance, and the global strategies to combat this looming crisis. At the molecular level, antibiotics exploit fundamental biochemical and structural disparities between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Beta-lactam antibiotics, for example, inhibit transpeptidases, also known as penicillin-binding proteins or PBPs, which are crucial for peptidoglycan cross-linking in the bacterial cell wall. Glycopeptides like vancomycin, on the other hand, bind to the dialadiala termini of peptidoglycan precursors, blocking cross-linking. Ribosome-targeting antibiotics like aminoglycosides and tetracyclines selectively bind to the bacterial 70S ribosome, interfering with various stages of protein synthesis while sparing the eukaryotic ATS ribosome. Fluoroquinolones target bacterial DNA gyrase and topoisomerase 4, essential enzymes for DNA replication and repair, highlighting the precision of these drug designs. Bacterial resistance mechanisms are incredibly diverse and sophisticated. Enzymatic inactivation is common, where bacteria produce enzymes like beta-lactamases that hydrolyze the beta-lactam ring, rendering the antibiotic ineffective. Target modification involves mutations in the antibiotic's binding site, such as altered PBPs or ribosomal subunits, which reduce drug affinity. Efflux pumps are transmembrane proteins that actively pump antibiotics out of the bacterial cell, maintaining subinhibitory intracellular concentrations. Reduced permeability, often due to alterations in outer membrane porins in gram-negative bacteria, restricts antibiotic entry. Some bacteria even develop bypass mechanisms, creating alternative metabolic pathways to circumvent the drug's action, demonstrating evolutionary adaptation under selective pressure. The rapid dissemination of antibiotic resistance is primarily driven by horizontal gene transfer, where bacteria share resistance genes via plasmids through conjugation, bacteriophages through transduction, or by uptake of free DNA through transformation. Spontaneous chromosomal mutations also contribute, with resistant variants being strongly selected for under antibiotic pressure. Mobile genetic elements like transposons and integrons frequently carry multiple resistance genes, facilitating their movement within and between bacterial genomes, leading to multidrug-resistant strains, or superbugs, such as methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus or MRSA. This interconnectedness underscores the importance of a holistic approach to understanding and combating resistance across different bacterial species. The challenges in combating antibiotic resistance are immense, but so are the strategies being developed. New drug discovery is crucial, focusing on novel targets and innovative compounds, as the current pipeline is insufficient. Combination therapy, using multiple antibiotics with different mechanisms, can enhance efficacy and delay resistance. Antimicrobial stewardship programs are vital to optimize antibiotic use in human and veterinary medicine, reducing inappropriate prescriptions and promoting adherence to full treatment courses. Research into alternative therapies, such as phage therapy, antivirulence drugs, immunotherapies, and probiotics, offers promising avenues. Global surveillance of resistance patterns and a One Health approach, recognizing the interconnectedness of human, animal, and environmental health, are essential for a sustainable future in infectious disease management. Let's test your advanced knowledge with the first set of hardest questions. 1. Explain the molecular basis of selective toxicity for beta-lactam antibiotics. 2. Describe how bacteria can achieve target modification as a resistance mechanism. 3. What role do efflux pumps play in multidrug resistance? 4. Differentiate between transformation and transduction as mechanisms of horizontal gene transfer. 5. Provide an example of a bypass mechanism bacteria use to resist antibiotics. Take your time to formulate comprehensive answers. Here are the remaining hardest questions to solidify your understanding. 6. Discuss the One Health approach in the context of combating antibiotic resistance. 7. Why is the development of novel antibiotics increasingly challenging? 8. How does combination therapy help in managing antibiotic resistance? 9. Explain the significance of mobile genetic elements in the spread of resistance genes. 10. Beyond drug discovery, what non-pharmacological strategies are crucial in antimicrobial stewardship? Reflect deeply on these complex issues. You've come a long way. Congratulations, future biologists. You've successfully navigated the intricate world of antibiotics, from their basic function to their complex molecular mechanisms and the global challenge of resistance. This journey highlights the incredible power of scientific discovery and the ongoing need for responsible use and innovation in medicine. To continue your learning adventure and explore more fascinating topics, visit synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more exciting educational content. Keep exploring, keep learning, and stay curious.